Alright, good morning. Today is Thursday, April 28th, 2016, here on the Rich Van Tassel channel. We got to do two recaps from last night. We're going to start with the Trailblazers and the Clippers. Portland getting the win, 108-98. They take the 3-2 series lead. They've now won 3 straight in this series. The Clippers certainly in trouble now. They don't have Blake Griffin or Chris Paul. We'll start there with them. Their scoring was still pretty balanced. J.J. Redick, 19 points. Jamal Crawford, 17 points. Austin Rivers, who replaced Chris Paul, had 13 points. DeAndre Jordan had 16 points. However, minus 15 for Redick, minus 7 for Crawford, minus 23 for Rivers, and minus 12 for DeAndre Jordan. Paul Pierce was the guy who replaced Blake Griffin. He didn't have any points. He was only minus 8. But over 3 shooting. The team altogether was just under 42% at 41.9, 30% from behind the arc at 6 for 20. Portland, however, shot 35.3% from behind the arc, 12 for 34, so they made 6 more. That's a difference of 18 points in a 10-point game. That's huge. Lillard and McCollum led the way. Damian Lillard had 22 points, CJ McCollum had 27. Both were combined 16 of 38 shooting, so pretty good there. Mason Plumlee had 10 points. Mo Harkless, 19 points. Al-Farouq Amino, the other starter, only had 7. So he's been up and down basically this entire season. Not really up and down in a negative way, just his scoring outputs have been up and down. Off the bench, 11 from Allen Crabbe, 10 from Gerald Henderson. Those were the only 2 who scored outside of Ed Davis, who had 2 points. So as we're going to look at this moving forward, is Portland going to be able to finish the Clippers in Game 6 back in Portland? You would have to expect so. What is this going to mean for the Clippers in the future? I don't know. Is Doc Rivers going to be gone? Certainly, I think Paul Pierce is finished. It's shown that as much as it pains me to say. And looking at the free throw percentage, too, just want to make note of that. 20 for 30 for the Clippers, 22 of 34 for the Trailblazers. No team shot particularly well. DeAndre Jordan was 6 of 11, so not too bad. Jeff Green missed 4 free throws. He had 17 points off the bench, but Jeff Green really needed to step up. Surprised they started Pierce over Jeff Green in the starting lineup, to be honest with you. But you'd have to assume Portland's going to finish this out. This clearly isn't boding well for a team like the Celtics. That both Charlotte and Portland are going to come back from 2-0 series deficits to win the series. It hardly ever happens. So certainly the 2 teams that do it, it would make it incredibly unlikely that a third team, the Celtics, are going to do it. But hey, if the Celtics didn't want to lose this series, they wouldn't have embarrassed themselves. But moving back, are you really going to blame Doc Rivers for these guys not being available? No, you can't do that, but maybe it's just time for a change anyway. They were not able to get over the hump with Doc Rivers. The series isn't over. I don't think, the Clippers should quit. There's certainly things to be figured out. If they can find a way to get the win in Game 6 and get it back to Game 7, then certainly you'd have to be filled with confidence. But right now, I mean, you can't let Mason Plumlee kill you. He had 10 points, 15 rebounds. Jordan did have 16 and 17, but Mason Plumlee shouldn't just not be that close statistically to the 2 of them. You'll let McCollum have 27. You'll let Lillard have 22. Lillard shooting less than 50%. Lillard only shooting 35%. You can't let Mason Plumlee go off like that. He didn't even have any blocks, but did have 2 steals. So we're going to do Golden State and Houston in just a minute, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much.